You are watching the SEC on ESPN. And welcome to Tuscaloosa on the Diamond tonight at Rhodes Stadium. Series opener, and it features Kentucky and the second-ranked Tide. Patrick Murphy's team has thrived this year, and on a Friday night to kick off the series, he's got his ace, Jocelyn Briskey, in the circle tonight against the Wildcats. There's Alabama. 39-4 overall, 12-3 in league play. They remain one game behind mighty Oklahoma in search of their first regular season title in 7 years. And so we say hello. Welcome upstairs at Rhodes Stadium with the Olympian and former national champion at Washington. That's Danielle Laurie, Kevin Fitzgerald with you. Alabama has thrived. On the other hand, Kentucky is looking to snap this big skid in league play. What's on your mind as we start this series with these two?
Well, I think Alabama knows the importance of winning every series with trying to make that heavy push to win the SEC. And on the flip side for Kentucky, I think it's important for them to get a good feeling in their stomach, right? Like, they don't want to fall below 500. They want to be a postseason contender. So it's series like this where they got to try to pull out a win or two.
They're trying to flip their fortune. They've lost the 17 straight in league play. So we mentioned Briskey and this stout Alabama pitching staff. Danielle, the numbers are sensational. Look at the ERA and all the other statistics. They're top 5 in Division I in all of these important categories.
Yeah, I think Jocelyn Briskey to me is someone that is, when you think of Alabama, she's going to be an important piece in how far they go. Her experience and what she's able to bring. Man, she's been throwing so well from the jump of this season. She's been a good mentor for Vic Moten, that electric freshman. Solid amount of innings on the season, and she has a good arsenal of pitches. She's going to go up primarily with that rise, but can mix the drop ball in and can go with that screwball, adds that pitch as well. So we'll also sprinkle in a changeup here and there, but to me it's important to get a good start right out of the gate for someone like Jocelyn Briskey.
A career year for the junior from Phoenix, and so away we go on a Friday night in Tuscaloosa. This is Rachel Lawson's lineup card. Kentucky lost last weekend. They got swept by Tennessee. Looking for a little more run production. Sleeman at the top of the order has been one of their more productive bats. So it will be Sleeman, Blum, and Donaldson, 1, 2, 3 in the order to get this weekend started. Briskey coming home with her second. Make it third offering. That one's in for a strike. Beautiful, sunny, warm. It's toasty in Tuscaloosa this evening, but there should be great weather all weekend here at the place they affectionately call Rhodes House. Foul tip into the mitt, so Briskey's a strike away from retiring Sleeman.
And Sleeman has just been electric for this Kentucky team. I mean, the Central Michigan transfer, just incredible numbers, had moved her to that leadoff spot to get her more ups, knowing she's producing.
Fouls that one straight down off her foot.
Tends to favor hitting up a little bit more in the zone. 469 average on those rise balls. You see Jocelyn Briskey just kind of going back to back pitches, a little bit more down in the zone. 222 average on that drop.
And she gets Sleeman to pop this one over to the left side. There's one away for this excellent junior from Phoenix, Arizona. It's a career year for a player that's been a reliable arm for years for Patrick Murphy. This season, we showed it to you, that sub-2 ERA. She and Vic Moten have been this brilliant duo in the circle for Alabama this year.
Yeah, and I think she's just been really important in these SEC series. And someone that you tend to see get 2 of those starts. Vic Moten has definitely had those opportunities, but I think the SEC grind, you need kind of that older vet player to be able to take on some of the hardships and go through that, and that has been Jocelyn Briskey.
Allie Blum rips this one hard and fair down the line. So the second baseman is going to leg out a 1-out double here, and the sophomore from outside of Indianapolis is in scoring position to kick off this first inning.
It's a really nice job by Allie Blum. 0-1 count. It's a pitch a little bit, a hair over the plate, and she just rips it down the line past Taylor, legs out a double. It's a good start for Kentucky.
Kentucky last weekend, they struggled to score runs in that Tennessee series. They love to get one early in this opener against Alabama. Emery Donaldson, that's the junior from Louisville, hits third in the order. That's where she has been slotted the last handful of games. They moved her up in the order last week. Hits that one slowly to the left side. Hawkins has got it, 2 away. But now Blum is over at third, so Kentucky trying to bring her in here. So it will be veteran against veteran. Hamilton, the program vet from Indiana, trying to bring home Blum. That off speed is in for a strike.
Pretty. I think that first inning too, especially in kind of those unpredictable counts, to be able to whip something like that out just gives that slight hesitation to a hitter, knowing that's in a pitcher's back pocket. And then she just goes 56 to just the absolute heater, drop ball down 70. That's tough.
And she's got Hamilton perhaps off balance. Brisky trying to close the door on this first inning. 0-2 coming. That's hit in the air, shallow center. It's an easy play for White. And so Brisky retires the side. She does so in 13 pitches. Bama hits for the first time. Next. These Alabama Crimson Tide, one of the nation's elite this season, have been powered by this dangerous duo at the top of the order, Alexis Papillo and Brooke Wells. 31 combined homers on the season. And that is the duo you've got to deal with, Danielle, every time you face this lineup.
Yeah, there's a fear factor, that 1-2 punch. I really love that Alexis Papillo has moved that leadoff spot. I think there's just this little edge that she brings when she steps in the box and a fire. That's why you got to highlight those two. Just the fear factor of what they bring to a pitcher is key.
Well, today they face Abby Hammonds. That is the freshman from Lexington, who pitched well in that series last weekend against Tennessee. As you mentioned, it is a daunting start to this lineup card that you have to face. Hammond, first year at the program. Last week pitched 9 1/3 against Tennessee, only gave up 1 earned, so it was a strong weekend, and she earns the start to kick things off against Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Here are the numbers.
Well, and I mean, think about being a freshman and getting the opportunity to play your first game here at the Rhodes House with this crowd. Has that drop ball, you see her throw that at a 57% clip. Has that change up. I think that to me is the separator, right? Knowing a team like this and how they swing it, you want to change speeds. It's going to come down to location, right? I know I say this a lot, but at the end of the day, when like athletes step in the box and unleash on stuff, like if you hit good corners, sometimes they'll still get you, but it's when you miss over the heart of the plate that these types of hitters hit the mistake.
Well, and Papillo will make you pay. She does take that off speed in for a strike. And she has just been, look at the numbers, quite simply one of the best hitters in the SEC, this senior from outside of Chicago.
But I love it. She stands on the dish. I mean, her heat map and plate coverage is so good.
Oh, it's a called third strike, and Papillo goes down looking. So Hammond with a great confidence boost to get the night started.
I mean, this is a statement piece by the freshman Hammond. Let's go. Peyton corners, really pretty pitch on the outside part of the plate. And this is what it's going to be about. Location over velo, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I love a heater. I love being able to throw hard. But when it comes down to it, changing speeds and location is key.
So now she faces Brooke Wells. This is the sophomore from Round Rock, Texas. First year with the program as well. And what a debut. 18 homers this season. Tied for 4th most in the nation. Well, it's a great point you bring up. I mean, the hitters at this level, they are elite. And you can't just try to blow a pitch by these really talented hitters.
Yeah, there's not nearly as many swings and misses, I feel like, in the game as much as you've seen in previous years. Definitely a good understanding of the strike zone. I will say I think the SEC strike zone is a little bit smaller. So hitters at times can step in the box and be a little bit more patient and wait for something that is a little bit more in their wheelhouse.
Hammond trying to work back from a 3-0 count. That one's at the letters for a strike. And that has been a discussion around the league this year. And in recent years. Wells, by the way, went yard twice last weekend in that series win against Auburn. So Hammond has worked it back full.
A nice job, just taking a little something off it. The pitch prior 65 miles an hour and then throws that change at 61, so just 4 miles an hour off, but sometimes that's what it takes.
What's Hammond going to do here? This time loses Wells. So that's a 1-out base runner. You know, as oftentimes you see for a rookie season, Hammond's walk rate, it's high. She's got much more walks than strikeouts on the year. But Rachel Lawson likes the direction that her season has unfolded. There's the boss. 640 wins now. The long-time successful head coach of nearly 2 decades in Lexington. Ambry Taylor hits third, takes that for a strike.
And I think that's one of the points of emphasis coming into series, especially one like this against Alabama. And listen, Kentucky's SEC schedule has been a gauntlet, but
brutal.
Knowing the free passes are the things that end up biting you in the butt.
This one's on the ground, maybe enough for 2. No throw to first. So Wells is retired. Blum decided to put that one in the back pocket. So 2 out, 1 runner at first. You want to talk about a freshman pitcher coming into this stadium, this environment against an Alabama team that has just played the whole season red hot. Throwing a 0 up there on the first. That would be important. Marley Giles hits next.
Well, and you have to love this. I mean, this is a team that has been battle tested. They've played like I said, they have played a very, very tough SEC schedule with playing Auburn, Florida, Texas A&M, Georgia, Oklahoma, at Oklahoma, Tennessee, and then Bama this weekend, and they will end with Texas. Like, excuse me?
Yes, it's brutal.
And that was one of the things that I had mentioned with Coach Lawson, just the tough schedule and what was it like when you played at Oklahoma. And she said she had to remind the athletes, like, it's not as, don't think necessarily about like the outcome, but it's like, look at what you're doing. This is why you've played the game, to be in these types of situations with these crowds. They don't like you. And sometimes that's what makes sports so fun. Like, I vividly remember playing at the Rhodes House. Is it an easy place to play? No, but when everyone cheers against you, I think there's this different type of competitor that can come out that makes the game fun. I've always loved that part about it.
2-1 to Giles, takes that one in for a strike. The stadium is, the reputation is known by almost all of these players around the league. There's maybe something to be said about taking it personal when you come to a place like this. How about Hammond here? Strike away from a scoreless first. 2-2 is lined over to second. Blum's got it. So it is a scoreless frame for the rookie. 0-0 after 1 in Tuscaloosa.
A nice job by Allie Blum. It's getting up, making the out. We got a 0-0 ball game. Let's go.
Night at Rhodes Stadium in Tuscaloosa. This place opened up in 2000. You see the capacity, and they show up. Great support this program, of course, gets. Alabama rarely loses here in the postseason. We start the second. Abby Hammond, that is a Kentucky starting pitcher. This skilled two-way freshman takes a strike from Jocelyn Brisky. Really nice crowd on hand tonight as this series gets started. They'll play 3 this weekend. Alabama, by the way, has won all 5 of its series. The most impressive series wins against Texas and Arkansas. Then this Tide team, they just keep cruising this season. Hammond pops it up. I don't know if there's going to be a play. Maybe there is. Giles could not squeeze it, though. Again, a lot of backspin for a catcher in these situations. Tough play.
I mean, I hear you with the backspin, but this is one that Marley Giles will say 10 out of 10 times she should catch.
Oh, and for a senior. Slapped over to the left side, and so Hawkins got to field it deep in the hole, and so Kentucky makes the Tide pay there. Hammond puts it into play. She's safe.
Well, this is one of those for Abby Hammond. When she turns on it, Ceylon Hawkins is kind of deep in the hole. It's that additional bounce, that second bounce. Listen, if she would have went and got it, maybe there would have been a chance, but she's deep in the hole, respecting the power.
Peyton Plotz swings through the off speed to get this at-bat started. And so we will see if that drop pop-up behind the plate will be a factor this inning. And so before this Plotz at-bat continues, Lawson, by the way, was out to talk with Scott Mayer, the home plate umpire. Quick conversation, so we continue. 0-1 from Brisky. It's a little high and away.
Peyton Plotz, someone that led this team last year in home runs, had 15, has 9 this year. A little bit numbers down, but on that upward trend, Coach Lawson said. And I know I keep going back to it, but I mean, a heck of a schedule playing in the SEC with Auburn to start, but to Florida, Texas A&M, to Georgia, to Oklahoma, to Tennessee, and that mic'd up Monday, to Bama this weekend at the Rhodes House, to then finishing up with Texas.
It truly is not to be understated.
Yeah.
Listen, we know there's 15 teams in the league now. You only play 8 series. So it goes without saying the degree of difficulty varies greatly between conference schedule. That's in there for a called third strike. So Brieske has got her first punch out of the day. 1 out. Hammond still at first, and Maddie Clark bats next.
On it says drop ball, just painting corners, that lower half on the outside part. It's a really pretty pitch.
Brieske, that strikeout rate is eye-popping. And it's top 10 in the nation. And she has just turned in a brilliant season to this point.
And I like the communication. I don't know necessarily what it was about, but I know the pitching coach Lance McMahon is very big on like these athletes in the circle understanding the why, like why we're throwing it, being able to really truly be a pitcher. I know stuff's called from the dugout.
Foul ground, 2 gone. Wells squeezes it there near the dugout. And Brieske has just been very reliable for years now. So it's going to be a 3rd straight season with 100+ innings. She'll be well over that this year. Regan Oni takes that for a strike. I mean, she has blossomed in the ace role, so to speak.
When I went back and looked at her numbers last year, she threw that rise ball at 27%. She's upped it a little bit this year, throwing it at 30%.
You like that?
I do, and then you can look at the drop ball. She tended to throw that a little bit more last year at a 42% clip, and she's actually thrown that a little bit less this year. And I just always love to go and look at year to year just what pitchers evolve with, what they tend to favor a little bit more. Everything is so matchup based.
0-2 with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Pair of strikeouts for Brieske in the 2nd. And Kentucky goes down quietly again.
Jocelyn Brieske, drop ball for days, getting Regan Oni on the inner half. See you later.
Alabama was flourished this year. They were 39-3 until they stumbled a couple of days ago, lost at Samford. Final score 3-2. Last time Samford beat Alabama was back in the 90s.
And you know what I loved was that Coach Kayla Breaux had a conversation with the team, and she just brought up that run they made with the national championship in 2012, and it made it clear, like, hey, like, you do drop some games. I know that they lost to Fordham. They had an athlete that was in and around that area. They lost to Georgia State as well. And they were a little bit later on in the season. It happens. Listen, Wednesday was the day of the upset. I mean, you had Bama lose on Tuesday. You had Texas Tech lose to Texas State. You had Tennessee lose to Duke. And then you had that bedlam, Oklahoma State beating Oklahoma. Like, if that doesn't excite you for what lies ahead when mayhem is upon us, it's just on any given day, you can get beat. That's why everything's 2-game series.
Jenna Young, by the way, leads off for Alabama in this home second, facing Abby Hammond, who walked one but retired the side without giving up any runs. It's off the outside edge. Patrick Murphy is not the only coach to look at things this way after a game like that. It ties to your point. The best teams are the ones that can move on quickly, can understand the highs and the lows, ebb and flow. It's in there for a strike. And you still look at the record, 39-4. They've won all 5 of their SEC series. They have cruised to this point, save for the stumble the other day. That's fouled away.
When I kind of look at a player like Jenna Young as almost that like unsung hero is what I've heard Coach Murphy say about her. And I really think about that Texas series. I mean, she had that big 3-run home run, and just those are the types of players that in moments, especially kind of as you're moving towards the bottom half of the lineup, that just are key pieces.
She rips this one out to the gap in left center. That's down. She's got extra bases. And so Young's hot bat continues to scorch. Had 5 hits in that Auburn series a week ago. She gets this weekend started with extra bases.
Well, and this has to feel good to start off the second inning. She just stays on time. This is a changeup, body not fooled whatsoever, keeps her weight back and just launches this double to left center. Great piece of hitting and an opportunity here for Alabama to get something going. You're going to see Coach Rachel Lawson come out and call time, try to slow the momentum a little bit, but you love to see it in Jenna Young.
You know, we talk so much about Alabama's pitching prowess, but the offense is certainly one of the strongest in the league as well.
And I think Coach Lawson going out potentially have a conversation about Vandegrift in that 6th spot. Obviously, is that triple threat, has moved down to the 6th spot from the leadoff. Just maybe the numbers weren't reflecting what a leadoff should really have, and almost kind of like can feel that leadoff a little bit in the 6th spot Coach Murphy had mentioned.
She rips this one. That's a base hit. Attacking that pitch. Rolls all the way to the wall. Young scores. Back-to-back doubles for Alabama in the second.
I would have loved to know the exit velo on this bad boy. This got away quick, and first pitch swinging. You love to see it, knowing that a pitcher tends to bring something in and around the zone early. They don't want to fall behind. And I honestly think there's just been pressure that's lifted off, moving her down into that 6th spot. I really do. 30% of the time, Vandegrift is swinging at that first pitch.
Here's Anna Roman, dunks that one in for a base hit. The first 3 hitters have reached in this second against Hammond.
And they're doing a good job on jumping on pitches early. They're not letting Hammond get ahead. I think that really is what you're seeing from the first inning with Bama moving into the second inning. They are really swinging early in the count, and they're making it tough on the freshmen in the circle. And this is when you get the crowd fired up and you start to feel the heart rate elevate a little bit as a freshman pitcher. It's just to be able to call time, go out, everyone just try to settle. You know, Maddie Clark, Allie Blum tend to at times be those leaders in the infield that can slow everything down a little bit, but definite action here for Bama.
Yep, Nutter, Oslanzi, pardon me. They are both getting ready in the bullpen. Salyn Hawkins, that's the junior from Phoenix, hitting with runners on. Squares, pulls it back. Now the runner from first, Roman, took off to second. So you got two in scoring position. Hawkins hitting .327 this year. This two-year starter. Came over from Mississippi State a couple of years ago. And this is back-to-back years she's hit better than .300. Has been a reliable bat in the bottom half of that order. This one's over to the pitcher. Hammond's got it. So she jammed her. And there's one out. So while we have a moment, let's remind you, Saturday afternoon, 4 Eastern on ABC with expanded coverage on ESPN+. It's the NCAA Gymnastics Team Finals. Oklahoma, LSU, Florida, and number 12 Minnesota will compete for that national championship. Pre-meet studio coverage begins at 3:30. So two remain in scoring position here for Kristen White. That's the number 9 hitter from Phoenix City, Alabama.
I know the crowd didn't like that, but I sure did. When you can get that low pitch as a drop ball pitcher, the lower end of the zone, gosh, I'm going right back there.
That's slapped foul.
And there's just so much that goes into it for the pitchers in the sense of the things that they can look at on hitters, right? Where they're hot, where they're cold. And I think when I think of trying to beat someone like Kristen White, she's tough because she does slap, but tends to at times be a little bit colder on that low and away pitch. So when I'm 0-2, I don't want to give her anything in her hot spot. I want to try to get her to chase something off the plate.
And she does here, bounces it to third. They get the out. So that is just nice execution by Hammond.
And that's when the data tends to favor the pitcher, right? I know sometimes stuff can be system overload. Oh my goodness, there's so much information. Just let me go out there and pitch. But when you really are able to hit your spots and work your location, it can work into your favor to be able to get hitters out. Very hard to strike hitters out these days. So a ground out to me almost sometimes feels like a strikeout.
Well, and that's what she did last time she faced Papillo. Got her looking to get her evening started. So Hammond is 1 out away from stranding a couple of runners, allowed the 3 straight hits to begin the frame. Papillo waits on the 1-0, swings, lofts it deep out to center, but enough yard for Riddell, and Hammond executes under pressure that time. Bama gets one, so it's 1-0.
Exclusively on ESPN, 40-plus NCAA championships. Confetti rains. Nets are cut. Joy erupts. Hardware is hoisted. History happens here on ESPN, home of NCAA championships.
Back at Tuscaloosa, start of the third. That national championship It came home here to Tuscaloosa in 2012. Patrick Murphy guided this program to its first and only, so 15 Women's College World Series appearances. That's 15 out of the last 26. It's a pretty good ratio.
That's pretty incredible if you ask me. You always think of this Bama team, especially in the postseason, that just knows how to turn it on a little bit differently.
We'll start the third here, Danielle. Riddell leads off against Brisky.
Well, and I just think back to a couple years ago when Tennessee was the 3 seed, and remember Bama having to go to them for that super regional, and Madison Shipman, Eric Freed on that call, the extra innings, and just the grit of that Bama team. And I know the week prior they had that 14-inning game, I want to say, in the SEC tournament, and it's a team that knows how to turn on, and they know how to win. And I've loved seeing Jocelyn Brisky turn into just kind of that leader in her junior year.
Yeah, she's been a tone setter. Great pitch there. So the count evens against the number 9 hitter Riddell. It's the freshman from St. Louis. And this program, quite simply, is one of the nation's elites year in and year out. Powerhouse program. 2-2 is tapped foul.
Well, it knows the importance, too, of winning simply because you want to host. You want to be here for a regional. You want to be here for a super regional. Like that percentage of teams that are able to make it to Oklahoma City when they get to host, I mean, it's dangerous. So, especially with this crowd.
Brisky looking for a third strikeout. There it is. That's back-to-back and 3 out of the last 4. So she is, boy, just carving up the bottom half of this order. We'll go to the top of the order next with Sleeman.
Well, a really good job of going down, down, down to then just changing the eyes to something up in the zone. And that is just like pitching 101. So great to be able to just absolutely just change up the game plan, climb the ladder.
Sleeman put one into player last time up, but this is a ground out. There's 2 quick outs. Yeah, you mentioned just postseason, what the future holds for Alabama. So you see the number next to their name. They have ascended here to number 2 in the nation. Last time they were ranked number 1, that was in the preseason, and before that, ill-fated 2020 season. So they, this is one of their better starts to a season in a long time. This is Allie Blum, who doubled her last time up. I mean, all the numbers look very good right now for Alabama. That's at the knees for a strike.
Well, and then with the series that they have left, finishing this one with Kentucky, and then they're going to Tennessee. I really feel like that's a big one of just kind of seeing what they're really made of. That postseason, I know Tennessee has been struggling a little bit.
All right, this is chasing White all the way back near the wall. That's the 3rd out. A long, loud out. But Brisky is now retired 6 in a row. She's looking good.
The Tide have thrived this season. So in that dubious preseason poll, they were selected to finish 9th in the coaches poll. They have made quite a bit of noise since. They started 25-0 to begin the season. Some of their best non-conference wins, a couple of victories against Florida State. And then they've won their first 5 SEC series. And you see what this dangerous duo of Brisky and Moten have done. They're top 3 in Division I in most of the important pitching categories. So they just keep marching right along here.
I think too that series against Texas here was really key, right? Just to like feel that, playing the former national champions, getting to play that at home, your crowd, juices are flowing. Like to be able to win 2 of 3 against that team, I think is key, and I think it puts Bama in a really good position to be close to that top 5, no doubt about it, of being able to host, if not higher up, depending on how that Tennessee and South Carolina series goes.
They're trying to run down Oklahoma. They're one game back of the Sooners in the SEC standings. We start this third with Brooke Wells, a really talented slugger, 18 homers on the year, top 5 in the nation. Faces Hammond, rips that one foul. And so Abby Hammond, the freshman from Lexington, has done some good things in her 2 innings.
She's competitive. I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, not allowing the fact that you are a freshman, that doesn't matter. Like, just go out and compete, throw great pitches. I know they really try to, Coach Lawson's big on like thinking the game at a higher level. And that's one thing she said about Hammond when I asked her, just, do your pitchers just look at the sign and throw it, or is this thinking that goes behind it? And she said she's big on like that visualizing. She really is. She needs to focus.
Oh yeah, inside
things.
corner, Danielle, for a called 3rd strike. So she has gotten Papillo and Wells looking both.
Really pretty pitch. Like this is picture perfect. Like, and these are like the different pitches that you put up in the memory banks as a pitcher, and when you need to look back to, hey, I gotta execute a drop ball right now under pressure, righty on the dish, that's something you pull from the mental piggy bank of like, all right, I've seen myself do it this game. Money pitch.
Starts Taylor off with that pitch on the inside edge, missed there.
Did it miss? I think it was just called for a strike the pitch prior.
I'll say this, based on how the strike zone has looked so far through 3 innings, I was half expecting that one to be called as well. Nevertheless, we got the 1-0 coming. That one is wrapped back up the middle. So it's a 1-out base runner for Alabama. You've got the heart of the order up here. They're leading 1-0, looking to add to that.
On Ambry Taylor, I mean, this pitch, it's just up a little bit on the outside part of the plate, but I think it's a drop ball that needed to be down a little bit. Good piece of hitting by Taylor.
Marley Giles hits next. You know, and for Hammond, a rookie season is always a unique one for any pitcher, particularly in this league. Swing and a drive. That one is back near the wall. A reach. Did she get it? That's Oni who went crashing into the wall. And starting to get back to her feet. She is okay, and that ball did ultimately leave the yard. A brilliant effort from Regan Oni. Is in some discomfort here. Danielle, I thought she got a glove on it at the wall.
I did too, and oh man, the all-out effort. Giles, she turns on this for sure. Off the bat, I thought it was out, no doubt, but I love the track by Oni in the outfield. Oh, it was close, and she just smashes her face into the wall, and that hurts. You love that effort, man. It's so key, all out. Like as a pitcher, like catch or no catch, like those are just the little moments, knowing that your teammates are behind you, giving it their all. Made her best effort to try to track that, just came up short, but Glad she's okay.
Yeah, she is okay, and it is Marley Giles' 5th homer of the season to put the home team up 3-0. And so that is 73 home runs now on the season for Alabama. They're top 15 in the nation. They have been quite simply one of the best home run hitting teams all year. And so Kentucky makes a pitching change. So Nutter replaces Hammond. She's out there at the bases empty next. So Danielle, Abby Hammond has been lifted after going 2 1/3. Did some good things, just gave up that home run to Marley Giles. And so quick leash on out of the bullpen is Haley Nutter. That's the freshman from Texas.
Yeah, I think it's important to make that quick change, right? You don't want to give any, more momentum than Bama needs at this point with that 2-run shot by Marley Giles. So I think being able to bring in the freshmen, listen, this is back-to-back freshmen that are getting some really good experience here on a Friday night at Rhodes House, and bringing in Haley Nutter, good spread of pitches. She tends to go, she has that rise ball, which she favors, that drop and that curve. Those are kind of her power pitches. She goes to a little bit more, but has that change she can sprinkle in at 15%, as well as that screwball. So gonna need all the pitches in her arsenal. Has to just have that mentality to just go up and attack.
She's going to face Jenna Young. That's the number 5 hitter in the order. So after that collision with the left field wall for Reagan Oni, Kentucky makes a change. They move Alexa Riddell over from center to left, and Donaldson is now in center field. Plotz remains in right. So Oni was a little shaken up after colliding with the wall, reaching up, trying to rob that Giles homer, and it was very close. Ultimately, though, the 2-run shot has Bama up 3-0. And so a 2-0 count coming to Young, who hit the ball hard her last time up. A double.
Jenna Young this last week was SEC Player of the Week at Auburn. 833. It's 5 for 6. Had a couple runs, some ribbies. They also had numbers. Yeah, they also had another athlete on staff, Vic Moten, who was Freshman of the Week. She had a pair of shutouts.
They really overwhelmed Auburn in the circle. That's outside. So 3 straight Alabama hitters have reached. More softball coming your way this weekend. And we have the series, 3-game series between 5th-ranked Texas and number 13 Georgia. Saturday and Monday's games are on the SEC Network. Game 2 can be seen on ESPN. Big series coming up, the final few weeks of this SEC slate. Great place to start tonight. We got number 1 and number 2 in the nation back-to-back. Alabama and Kentucky to kick it off. Oklahoma and Arkansas will follow us. There's the 0-1 pitch to Audrey Vandegrift. That one's in for a strike.
So that Arkansas-Oklahoma game is actually playing right now at the same time as ours. They had to change it because of weather. So the conclusion of the game, we will know when our game is done, but they did have to change that. I know my girl Amanda Scarborough was going to be on that game, and
this is bounced over to the right side. That's the second out. Yeah, good call, partner. Yep. So that's a huge series.
And knowing the importance of making sure you get those games in, right? So like sometimes you gotta leave a TV window, as sad as it is, and make sure you get that game in. I know Scarborough's been given some games with that weather. I know she was at Stanford for that Florida State last weekend, and they dealt with a little bit of weather out in Palo Alto.
You're saying the bad luck is following her?
It's following her, but she's been having electric games. I mean, the Grand Slam for Stanford.
Yep.
I mean, the sweep that Stanford had over Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State.
Mean, are you kidding me?
Well, if that doesn't maybe change the trajectory of a season.
Agreed.
This is tight to Anna Roman. Conference title races unfolding in these final few weeks of the regular season, as well as tournament seeding positioning. And the stakes just keep raising as each week plays out. Roman took a mighty cut at that prior pitch. Swings and pops this one up. Is there enough room? That one is foul down the line. And so Nutter is a strike away from getting out of the third. Alabama has scored twice here after Giles' two-run blast.
Well, Anna Roman, someone that just came in and made an impact right away as a freshman. I mean, had a really healthy fall, was swinging it well, almost made it like there's no way you could not have her in the lineup when you kicked off. And I know it was mentioned of just kind of her travel ball upbringing, and she'd kind of always played against the big dogs. I know I had helped coach the PGF All-American games, and she was on my team along with Kendall Wells last summer, and just getting to be around them, and just the excitement she had, finally getting to go to Bama. It's almost like they go back to being little kids, right? Like just that giddiness of like, I'm leaving for school next week, but it was cool for me to be around them. And Kendall Wells was like one of the coolest athletes for me to be around. She was so humble. Did I know she'd be at 32 home runs, chasing the home run record of Lauren Espinoza at 37? I can't say that was going to be on my bingo card this year, but I love that it is. She's a beast.
Let's not bury the lead. I think you're it's your coaching acumen here, evidently. It's the magic touch.
It has nothing to do with me. Nice try.
So what's next up? She's got 32 now. First things first, she's going for the Oklahoma single season record. This is Hawkins now with runners at the corners. She's 2 away from that. And as you mentioned, 5 short of tying the Division I record.
Yeah, Espinoza, Arizona, Pac-10, baby. RIP.
Does it not feel like, and you talk to these coaches about it often, or the Pac-10 from yesteryear is kind of like what the SEC is now. A phrase you hear often, there's no get right weekend anywhere in this league. This one's lifted out to right, and so that retires the side. Giles goes yard, puts Alabama in front 3-0. We'll talk to the Kentucky coach, Rachel Lawson, next.
Well, Marley Giles, this is clutch. 5th home run of the season, a 2-run shot. Puts Bama up 3-zip.
This is the SEC on ESPN. Back in Tuscaloosa. Start of the fourth. Kentucky hits in a moment. First, we say hello to the longtime successful boss in Lexington. That is Rachel Lawson. Coach, thanks for taking a moment to do this. You mentioned to us earlier this week, this team is trending in the right direction. They're grinding. They're resilient. What have you noticed just so far tonight from your team?
Well, you start off with Allie Blum. She's doing an exceptional job, right? She gets a big double. She's playing good defense, does a nice job. And then, we have 2 freshmen on the mound. They're going against some really tough batters, and they're doing a good job. They're getting in there. They're getting after it.
Coach, just adjustments the rest of the third time through the lineup against that heavy drop with Brisky down.
Yeah, we got to do a better job of getting on time with her so we can get our barrel out. She's really sawing us off at the hand, so not sure what that's about. Hoping to make the adjustment as the game goes on.
Coach, thanks for doing this. Good
All
luck
right.
the rest of the weekend.
All right, thank you.
Rachel Lawson, this is now almost 2 decades now as the head coach at Kentucky. 650 wins. Took the program to its lone trip to Oklahoma City back in 2014. And so, as you mentioned, solving the Brisky Rubik's Cube right now. She has retired 6 in a row. Gave up the 2 hits early. Starts Emery Donaldson off with a strike. There's the 0-1 to the number 3 hitter. It is the heart of the Kentucky order coming up.
But I feel like she just has such good effective velocity. Like, it does get on you really quick, right? And I think when you can change speeds a little bit, but when you cruise at 70 with that down, and then you climb the ladder like that with the up, it makes it hard because you tend to swing a little bit more at pitches up in the zone because you've been seeing the drop ball. So any type of rise spin up looks almost in and around your wheelhouse, and you're swinging.
Yeah, it's there. Oh, okay. It's off the outer edge. That fooled everybody. I thought this one caught enough.
I'm going to go with the crowd on this one.
Yep. 2-2's coming here. What's Brisky got? That's tapped foul. That's about as animated, Giles, her counterpart, popping up out of the stance. The junior from Phoenix is coming home. And we'll do it again.
I'd like to see her go back up with that rise ball. You saw that swing and miss about 3 pitches earlier. That rise ball is her biggest in-zone whiff pitch, meaning she will get athletes to swing and miss even when it is in and around the zone.
So 1 gone. She ultimately does win the battle there against Donaldson. The first round of the NBA playoffs begins Saturday. The Rockets take on LeBron and the Lakers at 8:30 Eastern on ABC and the ESPN app. Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq tip off the coverage at 8. And they'll be back at 11 p.m. Eastern to break down all of the series getting started this weekend.
Well, when I was going and taking a look at this Kentucky lineup, I instantly wanted to go at Brisky's clip against right-handed hitters because every hitter in this lineup bats from the right side. And sometimes for pitchers, you tend to favor one a little bit more than the other. Whether your drop ball, you don't love throwing into a lefty, you'd prefer to throw it away to a right-handed hitter, all the things. But her numbers against righties and lefties is pretty similar for the most part. A little bit of a higher ERA against right-handed hitters at a 1.89 into this game and a 1.17 against those lefties. But I used to love throwing to lefties. So if I had a lineup of just all righties, I loved being able to spin my curveball in under the hands of those lefties. But it just comes down to pitcher preference. And I mean, at the end of the day, you got to deal with what you're facing. But sometimes pitchers tend to like one more than the other.
Looking for her 4th strikeout tonight, right here. Down and away.
Count's full.
And you know what I just respect the heck out of is these pitchers can just move on to next pitch, right? Like, boom, is that close? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Next pitch mentality, can't control it. Let's go.
There's the second out. You know, that near symmetry that you're talking about against righties and lefties this year for Brieske, can that speak to just the consistency overall in this breakout season, how she handles a lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes there's just this switch of like, I have 2 years left, right? Struggled a little bit in her sophomore year, and I think you come to this realization that, like, what do I want to leave? I had 2 years left.
Now she really is dialed in. That is now 9 straight retired. She's got a 2-hit shutout going through 4. We'll talk to her head coach next.
Alumni weekend this weekend in Tuscaloosa. 30 years of Alabama softball being celebrated. You see Patrick Murphy, the longtime boss. He got a little tribute there on the video board of many Tide players from years ago. Had some great things to say about him. His team's got a 3-0 lead. Let's say hello, by the way, to the Hall of Famer, Coach Murphy. We appreciate you doing this. We got to start there. What was it like this weekend in general, watching that tribute on the video board? What did that mean to you? What does this weekend mean?
It meant a lot. But first, welcome to the Rhodes House. Danielle, welcome back. It's great to have you both here. But unbelievable. But for 30 years, and I don't know if you know this, Mr. Fitzgerald, but I've been here for 30 years, and I've basically recruited every single person that played in this park. So one of the coolest things is I know everybody that played, you know, managers, trainers, SIDs, you name it. It's a big, big family, and I absolutely love it.
Well, I want to say that it had me tearing up because we had the camera on you, and I don't know if it's the mama in me, but just the older I get, like, it's hard to stay at a program for 30 years, Coach. Like, it is absolutely incredible. So I need to say congratulations. But what I want to ask is just the importance of Brieske and that vet leadership, right? And how important she's going to be as you continue to move on to mentor, voting, but just what you're going to need from her.
Yeah, exactly what she's doing tonight. And you know, yesterday before practice, we did a little affirmation thing, and one of the teammates affirmed Brieske on her. Number one, her mental game this year is so much better. And you know, as a pitcher, if you don't have it upstairs, you're probably not going to have it on the field. And she is so much better this year. She's in absolute control of her entire body. It's been fun to watch. She's given us a great start every single time her name's on the lineup card.
Well, Coach, she's locked in. She's retired 9 in a row. Hey, we appreciate you doing this, and enjoy this weekend.
Yeah, thanks for being here, guys.
When I guess when you talk about Patrick Murphy, the game is trying to pick one of the accolades, the accomplishments, the honors. 30 years in Tuscaloosa. They're essentially regulars in Oklahoma City year in and year out. The national championship in 2012. And maybe the most polite head coach in the league there.
Yeah. Called you Mr. Fitzgerald? Yeah. Sorry, I haven't done that. I'm just going to go with Kevin.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. No offense. None taken, don't worry. We start this home fourth with Kristen White. Alabama's got the 3-0 lead. So you agree with a lot of what he's mentioned about Brisky?
I agree with Brisky. I agree with him talking about how incredible it is that everyone that's come through this program, he's recruited.
Yep.
Like, you look around at this stadium and the atmosphere and what it's like to play here. This is the stadium that, you know, Murph built. Like, that hits different. And I think the older that I get, and I continue to be so fortunate to be involved in the game, you just respect the hell out of those coaches that are just in the thick of it all the time, that have been at programs for as long as they have, and the culture and the tradition that they build, and the athletes that want to come back. And some of the greats you think about at Bama, like I saw Kelly Kretschmann, who I was fortunate enough to play with professionally. I mean, I had a text from Haley McClinney. Like, these are women that have competed for Olympic medals that he has brought through programs. Kayla Bro and I worked with, you know, ESPN. She was one of my loyal friends that helped me kind of figure this gig out a little bit. But it's special. Murph was a part of when Team Canada beat Team USA in 2005 at the World Cup of Softball. Like, he was there for one of the coolest moments of my career just before I headed to college.
Quite simply a powerhouse program in the sport for a long time now. 2-2 is coming to White. This is Haley Nutter back in the circle. First full inning of work. I thought that one bounced up and hit White.
Yeah. And this was a Bama team.
When she was in the box, it looked like.
This was a Bama team that, we'll just take a peek at this real quick. It almost was like a double hit. She hit it and then it bounced again off the end of her bat. And this is almost similar to, I'm not going to say Arizona ground, but the front of the box here at Bama is hard. When you slap, you're definitely able to play around and do what you want to do. I know Coach Lawson said it was almost like a trampoline park out front. We have not seen any challenges today. Looks like Coach Lawson's going to challenge.
I thought she was still in the box.
Kentucky is challenging that the batter was out of the batter's box when the double hit occurred. That play is under further review.
All right, so we're going to slow this one down, try to get a very good look at it.
It's important to look at the feet of Kristen White after she hits it. I think it's going to stand. I think she'll be staying in a 2-2 count.
You get the two challenges, and so Lawson uses one here. Yep, this is quick.
After review, the call in the field is confirmed. The batter was in the batter's box for a foul ball. This will be Kentucky's first challenge with one remaining.
Well, that was the new rule this year that I actually really, really liked. If you use your challenge and it works in your favor, you get to keep it.
Yep.
So I think that sometimes gives coaches that sense of like, all right, if I really feel in my gut that this is going to go my way, I want to use it. And I also think when you're in the bottom of the fourth inning, you haven't used a challenge yet, it makes sense.
That's just a little tight, and the count runs full to Kristen White. Feels like this zone has tightened up a little bit.
Are you trying to poke the bear?
Innings.
You poking the bear? I'm just kidding.
Payoff.
But
and that's down and away.
But that's a pitch that has been called, though. Like, that pitch has been called earlier on in the day. We saw it against Kristen White in her last at-bat where she fed the left side of the field. Hammond knew that, like, she struggles a little bit with that low and away, and obviously it doesn't get called.
Listen, and everybody out there is giving it their best. You know, Alexis Papillo bats next, but I do want to ask you something in regard to that in a moment. Papillo, the electric leadoff hitter. As a pitcher, you've been there, the zone starts to change as your outing unfolds. How do you manage that, so to speak?
Yeah, it's tough. The old me would have had moments of struggle with it, but I know that there's not a whole lot you can control, right? That's the next pitch. Mentality has to be where you're at. I was really big on that focal point at a park, put my glove over my face, getting out what I needed to get out, and eye contact with a teammate, because sometimes it does. It can wear on you. Man, the strike zone sometimes seems to shrink in moments. So, like, trying to figure out what it is that gets you out of that mentality. But you're, at times, Kevin, seeing pitchers have to bring the ball more over the white of the plate. And that's something that I hope changes a little bit as we move forward. I'd be okay with, like, not having such a small strike zone with the pop and power that you're seeing from the offenses these days. I think they should be able to get a corner.
Yeah. By the way, one of the stories tonight, Papillo, you see, is hitless today. She has got that 39-game on-base streak. Look, they've only played 43 games. There's only been one game that she has failed to reach base. And so what's she going to get here with a 2-2 pitch on the way from Nutter in her first full inning? Swings, pops it up. And so White's got to head back to first, and you got one out. And so Papillo has struck out, flown out to deep center, and right there pops out to Blum. That's an impressive streak.
Oh,
Goodness gracious. Shows you just how effective she has been in her senior season. What a great, just a transformational off season.
and having a tough conversation, right? Like,
there's Wells, hits it hard to right. It's gone! Brooke Wells goes yard. It's her 19th of the season.
19 bombs. Go and get it. I was thinking about getting Mexican tonight, and this Oppo Taco just solidified that for me. Such a good piece of hitting, goes with it. I love the fear factor she brings in the 2 spot in the lineup. 19 home runs for the sophomore.
Ambry Taylor now hits with nobody on. 74 home runs for Alabama as a team. 7th in single season history. So they are climbing the ranks. I think the record is a little more than 100. 104 they hit in 2010. They just get a little closer every game. Taylor has gone yard 9 times this year. $5-0 lead for the Tide in these middle innings. It was Giles who went yard last frame, and Wells does so here in the 4th. That's a 4-pitch walk. So before Marley Giles comes up to hit once again, let's remind you, this year's NFL Draft, it's in Pittsburgh. The 3-day event begins next Thursday at 8 Eastern. ESPN is going to once again have every pick for you. Coverage also available on the NFL Network. And as always, ABC's coverage focuses on the prospect's journey to the draft. Goodness, next week, draft sneaks up on you. It's that time of year.
Next week?
Next week.
May 4th. You're rushing me, my man. Don't rush me. The AUSL draft.
You really held it there. I was, yeah. By the way, here's the here's the blast for Marley Giles. And even she was wondering, wait, did that get over? It did. past Oni's outstretched mitt, her 5th homer of the season. What she got is an encore.
And it kind of was one of those sneaky situations where, like, it looked like potentially Oni was going to keep it in her glove. You didn't know, did she catch it? You don't really want to celebrate because she had hurt herself.
And that one ultimately, it got out by, what, maybe a foot or two.
Yeah, it was close.
Oni nearly got a mid on it. Giles has to protect here. 4-year tied player. It's impressive. Waves and misses. First strikeout for Nutter.
But it's the pitch prior that she was able to get for a strike that sets up that next pitch. So sometimes the inconsistencies of, like, okay, can I get that drop ball for a strike? Can I not? Can be hard sometimes for a pitcher to figure out, like, in moments, like, what I'm able to go with. But that was such a good setup by Nutter.
Starts Jenna Young off with a strike. 18th appearance on the year for Nutter. She's logged more than 50 innings. ERA is hovered right around 3.50. It has just been a challenging SEC slate for Kentucky as they play another ranked opponent. This is going to be 7 straight SEC series for Kentucky against a top 15 ranked SEC team. So not all schedules are created equal. And Kentucky's is, all right, are you putting your stamp? Are we put? Is it DL approved? This is the toughest in your eyes?
I do. I really think
that
that Kentucky, I know I've said who they've played a couple times.
It's fouled away.
But they started out with Auburn, then they played Florida, they had Texas A&M, they had Georgia, they had Oklahoma at Oklahoma, Tennessee at home, and that mic'd up Monday, and then Bama. So you're planning to play Oklahoma at their space and Bama at Rhodes House. Like, they are getting battle tested.
Good luck.
And I think too, like, yeah, it stinks to not win. I know that can definitely be frustrating, but some of these freshmen are getting some really healthy innings of experience that I think if you can look at it through that lens of, it may not feel good putting runs up, but what am I learning? What do I feel? What does a crowd make me feel like? What is pressure? Like, puts yourself in a position, especially going into your sophomore year where you've learned a lot. Like, how can I put this into, you know, next year when that comes around, what I was able to learn?
No, and Nutter has embodied that. She really was, in a lot of ways, the headliner, so to speak, during the start to their season. That's away, so she's walked a couple of batters, make it 3 in this inning. Get 2 on, 2 out. Audrey Vandegrift is going to hit in a moment. For Nutter, remember, she was in the cast not long ago, suffered the injury, just got out of it a little more than a week ago. So this is her 2nd appearance back in the circle since she missed a bit of time with an injury. Vandegrift doubled in a run last time up. So Alabama, they can inflict some damage here. Vandegrift spoils that foul.
I mean, if Vandegrift went yard here, you'd have 3 outs left for Kentucky, because it would be in that run rule territory.
You're right. Imagine that. That would change the equation. Bouncer, back up the middle, a reach, a flip, and out at second. And so the question is, yeah, Patrick Murphy he's making the signal right now. I think he is going to ask the umpiring crew to take a look at this. That was a very quick challenge signal.
Alabama is challenging the play at second base. The call in the field is out. The play is under further review.
Well, I thought maybe at first glance Young got to the base. Do you think she got there? I thought she might have slid in. Maybe the cleat doesn't get down. Let's take a look. got to disappear into the back of the mitt.
Gonna probably need this angle right here.
This should be a good angle.
Yeah, I think she's out. Now remember, there has to be enough. This is a. I mean, I got to say that the call is going to stand based on what I've seen, but I've seen crazier things happen, Kevin.
Right
so.
there. Yeah, you would think, is that sufficient enough evidence?
But can we also say how great of a play that was by Clark to be able to get that ball up the middle and her teammates there? Great play.
There was that initial bobble that hit off of the bare hand before it was finally secured in the mitt by Blum. All right, here we go.
After review, the call in the field stands. The runner is out. This is Alabama's first challenge. They have one remaining.
And so the inning does ultimately come to a close. Alabama, though, adds to its lead.
Well, I'm loving this sophomore Brooke Wells. She is electric. Oppo Taco for her 19th bomb of the season. Bama up 5-0.
ESPN is your home for the Women's College World Series. Coverage begins May 28th on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN2. That road to Oklahoma City, it's always a daunting, challenging one. We did mention, by the way, Alumni Weekend here in Tuscaloosa. We start this fifth inning, by the way. Plotz at the plate and Brisky in the circle.
Fouts
in
the house.
Some big names back.
Oh, so fun. This is incredible. I know that they had
You want some numbers? Yeah, okay.
80
You got 'em.
alumni and about 180 total with like kids and spouses.
Family.
That's so much fun. That's what it's all about. Like, that has to feel so good for Murph to look out to the stands. And then this weekend, I know they have an alumni brunch tomorrow morning, like, and getting to be around like your players' kids. Oh, I don't know. That's the mom in me, but that's the stuff that gets kind of choked up.
This one's hit in the air to center. White's got it lined up. Plotz is retired. It's not just, as you mentioned, the careers that they turn in on the field. You hear a lot of coaches mention this. It's not just between the lines. It's how these these athletes, develop as people in their years.
Well,
and a coach like, Murphy's very proud of that.
They continue to keep coming back. I think that is a testament to just the leadership style and how incredible, you know, Coach Murph is and the staff that surrounds him. Like, these athletes come back. They celebrate Alumni Weekend every year. You may not get every single one, of course, but 80 flying in for the weekend?
It's a hard VIP
That's
list to
great.
get.
I
Yeah,
know.
this RSVP list. This is a tough party to get
How
into.
do I get invited post-game? That's what I want to know.
It's on the outside corner for a strike to Clark. We talked with Murphy about it an inning ago. That tribute, the reception pregame. His current and former players, a lot of them recorded messages. That one is hit hard. That's a nice base hit for Clark. The shortstop is aboard with 1 out. And so that snaps the stretch of 10 straight batters retired. Clark gets to second after the error. Kentucky's got a base runner in scoring position.
Well, and a good piece of hitting by Maddie Clark takes it right back up the middle. And just like those little things, right? They make big differences. Is that a play that Kristen White normally makes? Nope. But Maddie Clark takes full advantage and moves herself up 60 feet.
Yeah, that is a strange one. But nevertheless, Kentucky's got a runner in scoring position. So this is Hensley at the plate, quickly behind in the count, 0-2. She replaced Reagan Oney, who left this game a couple innings ago. Remember when she crashed into the wall trying to make a home run robbing catch. 3 pitches, and down goes Hensley. 4th strikeout today for Brisky.
And this is just absolutely filthy. Just look at the downward spin. That 12-6 down rotation, that makes it so tough when you just have the true drop spin of someone like Jocelyn Brisky.
Oh, the runner's on the move. Third baseman gets the out. Inning is over. 5 shutout innings for Jocelyn Brisky.
It all comes down to this for these gymnasts, a national championship. Who will hoist the trophy? Tune in Saturday on ABC to find out.
Coming up this Saturday, 3:30 Eastern. Remember, 3 SEC teams in the mix for that gymnastics championship. And tonight in Tuscaloosa, you are watching the SEC on ESPN. Back at Rhodes Stadium, where Alabama has got the 5-0 lead in this series opener. Danielle, they are trying to keep the good times rolling. They have won 5 straight SEC series. That's all 5 of them. And they're trying to get this weekend started on good footing. Bottom 5, Anna Roman leads off against the freshman Haley Nutter.
I think the the thing for Kentucky right now is just eliminating those walks, right? I think that really is kind of the difference.
Oh, this one is hit hard, deep out to center. There it goes, goodbye! Roman goes yard! Her 11th of the year.
Well, and just absolutely ready for it. Takes it dead center. Left a little bit on the outside or over the heart of the plate a little, but I mean, just front foot down, just mashes it. Takes the ball right back, dead center. You love to see it. 11 home runs from that 7 spot. You like that fear factor from the bottom half of the lineup.
This freshman from Oviedo, Florida, has just had a really fine season. That's the 22nd, by the way, multi-homer game for Alabama as a team. They've got the 3 tonight. Roman joins Wells and Giles, who have gone deep today. Yeah, feeling good right now. Hawkins gets hit, so she is on. Just seems like they have got Alabama. Just got a nice chemistry. There's this continuity. I mean, the record is outstanding. And you can say what you will about who they've played, this, that, and the other. They've won every single, all 5, I should say, of their SEC series. Most notably, winning a series against Texas and Arkansas.
Those are big bodies of work when you really look at it. And I mean, getting to host both of those series here, and I know I've said it a couple times, but with this crowd and the energy that they are able to bring is huge.
Yeah, they just rarely lose here. There's Brieske. It's been 5 shutout innings for the junior. And so Kentucky is going to the pin. Hammond back out there. We'll take a timeout. Abby Hammond, the freshman from Lexington, the last pitch she threw was a 2-run homer to Marlee Giles. She is back into the game with nobody out, a runner on. This is the 9-hitter Kristen White. That's in for a strike. So Kentucky on the wrong end of that 6-0 score, and Lawson and company, they bring the starter back in.
Well, and I don't think that it makes any sense to bring in Hindegis or Ozolani based on what the score is. So
runner on the move. Danielle, they get in. Safe. Hawkins with the stolen base. Makes sense to you they spring Hammond back in?
Yeah, you still have 2 more games to play, and with Hindegis and Ozolani and what they've been able to do too, and being a senior and a junior, I'm going to wait to start them tomorrow. If the score was a little bit closer, sure, it makes sense, but let's bring Hammond back in. Give her an opportunity to try to work through this.
by the way, that was Pate who swiped second. She just came into pinch run for Hawkins. That's tapped foul behind the plate.
And this was an Alabama team on a random Thursday night in the fall where it just kind of hit Coach Patrick Murphy, and he was driving home from practice, and he goes, man, this is one of the most athletic teams, and I think we're going to go far. And sometimes those just little, you have a great practice, something hits.
White goes down swinging. That's the first out. Well, he was on to something. Let's take a moment to remind you, WrestleMania 42 is Saturday and Sunday in Vegas with WWE's biggest stars. Stream it on the ESPN app using the ESPN Unlimited plan. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern on ESPN2 on Saturday. Then again, over on ESPN the following day at 6. This is the leadoff hitter, Alexis Papillo. All right.
Yeah, I'm with you. It feels crucial for her to get on base.
There we go. If there's, that's a 6-0 score. This is the bit of drama. That's bounced hard right to first. The runner advances. That's Pate to third. And so here's Papillo, 0 for 4. So the question is, will she get another at bat again if her team keeps piling it on right now? Remember, there's the potential for a run rule provision. Well, let's put it this way, we'll see. But 39 straight games Papillo had reached safely. And today she's 0 for 4. Does not take away from, right now she has played a bona fide all-conference level season. I think you can start to debate at this point whether or not it's all-American worthy. Just a really good season at the plate. Physically in the off-season. Took her training to another level. This is Brooke Wells, by the way.
Well, in I think a hard exit meeting of like, I expected to be better, and really looking herself in the mirror and being like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put in the work. I promise you that. And just so much more confidence going into this year, Coach Murphy said, because she knows she can do it. She believes it. She trusts the work. And that's really what it comes down to. I think at times, like, you realize you grind your whole life as a little kid in the sport to go to college for 4 years. Like, you have 4 years, but you've dedicated your time from probably 7 or 8 or 9 years old up until you move to that, you know, next opportunity. So, man, you want to, like, it's almost like you want to wring out the towel. How much can I get out of these 4 years? So, man, it's just been really cool to hear about Papillo and the grind of the off-season work, and you can just see the leadership and the way she carries herself. She's kind of your ride or die.
Hammond wanted, by the way, no part of Wells. That 4-pitch walk. So you got runners at the corners with 2 gone. Well, Papillo started her career at Northern Iowa. Remember, Murphy, he's an Iowa native himself. She had 2 really good seasons before coming over to join this club in the offseason ahead of last year. Now, she was good last year. This season, great. And Murphy has been very candid about discussing that. This is entirely a player who said she was going to do certain things in the offseason. He goes, a lot of players say it. She actually followed through with it. So pinch runner over at first. This is Ambry Taylor at the plate. And so again, which direction is this game going to swing here in the bottom of the 5th inning? Pate is at third. Griggs the pinch runner at first. Taylor today 1 for 2. Also walked. Runner on the go. So 2 in scoring position for the Tide. And so now it's certainly worth mentioning. Again, we're in the home 5th. The run rule provision at the college softball level. If one team leads by 8 or more after at least 4.5, the game's over. Wave and a miss. So let me put it more simply. If Alabama scores these 2 runs right here, the game is over right now.
Yep.
Got to keep it simple from time to time, I guess. 2-1. That's fouled back, and so if you're Nutter, this is the one you want to, excuse me, Hammond, you want to
Attack.
dig down deep. Yeah, I mean, just close the door right here to keep this game going.
And did a good job. Started 2-0 on Ambry Taylor and works herself back through great competitive pitches to work it back to 2-2.
Hammond coming home. Off speed, had full Taylor, and she just got a piece of it.
And it's back-to-back-to-back swings by Taylor where she just hasn't looked confident in her swing, right? She's worked back in a count. Listen, you gotta wait. That's the goal when you step in the box. Like, I gotta foul something off, I gotta wait for something. But on the flip side, Hammond's done a good job of kind of throwing pitches and forcing her to chase.
Swing and a miss, inning over. And so Hammond, the rookie, digs down deep and shuts the door. So we play on into the 6th. Alabama does get 1, and so it's a 6-0 lead.
Well, Alabama up 6-0. Let's look how we've got here. It was that 2-run home run for her 5th of the season in Marley Giles. And then the electric sophomore in Hannah Wells. So good with that 2-run shot. And then the freshman said, hey, I want to join the party with the solo shot to dead center. But to me, it has been Brisky. I think this is a highlight. Every single SEC series, when she gets the ball in her hand, she is setting the tone. She's climbing the ladder. She's using that drop ball. I mean, her arsenal is electric, and I think that goes without saying. She's going to be a key piece in Alabama's kind of push once they get into the postseason. They're going to rely on her a lot to throw some big innings.
Well, safe. So I absolutely beat the throw there.
So cute.
That is a textbook slide.
Oh, get out.
Alabama needed that run perhaps to score in the prior inning. They're up 6-0 as you mentioned, but going back to Brisky, she's looking for her 2nd complete game shutout victory in her last 3 outings. Did so against Auburn last week. You see she scattered just the 3 hits. And so she faces Carly Sleeman. That's the leadoff hitter, 0 for 2 today. Gave up a hit, Brisky did in the 1st, the 2nd, 1 in the 5th, that's all. That time Sleeman's late, counts 1 and 2.
When I look back on SEC play, I look at that Texas series and I circle that as where Brisky might have struggled more than she normally does. But to me, it was Vic Moten being able to come in.
Is this one going to get down? Nope. Vandegrift runs it down, 1 out.
And just being able to have that experience to give to that freshman to come in. And I know she had started a game, got a little bit roughed up, ended up coming back in as the freshman and was really able to settle down. We know darn well if you want to go far in the postseason, one pitcher isn't going to do it. You need two solid arms that have the confidence, the experience, under pressure, high leverage moments.
He has leaned on this duo, more than leaned on the duo. We'll see how this one is going to be scored, by the way. That one was a big hop that just kind of ate up Hawkins.
I think we just need to make sure we tip our cap here to Allie Blum. She had that double to lead off the game, had that fly ball to dead center that was warning track, and then hit that one pretty hard.
Yeah, and she will get credited with the single there. So she's got a couple of hits, 2 of the 4 today. Emery Donaldson takes a strike.
And it's going to be important for Kentucky, especially moving on in the rest of the weekend. Like, Carly Sleeman and Allie Blum have to work together, right? Like, when Sleeman goes over, you feel it. Just with who she is in that leadoff spot, the at-bats she's been able to produce throughout SEC play. I mean, she's been tough in that leadoff spot. I vividly remember watching that Oklahoma series where she had that big home run off of Huachenio, had a home run against Newer at Tennessee, a couple home runs in the Texas A&M series off Lessentine. Like, Carly Sleeman is definitely a key piece to their offense, but when you get her and Blum swinging it together, it's a tough back-to-back.
Yeah, those two have been the most effective in league play. Hands down. It's on the outside corner for a strike. Hamilton has been solid as well, but they have just struggled collectively to generate the runs. Now, we know it, they're down a couple of starters. Lost Lauren Borzilleri, pardon me, before the season even started. 2-2 is chopped foul. Their freshman, Maddie Anson, who is starting in the outfield, was lost for the season in mid-March. But it has been the struggle this year has been offensively for Kentucky against this rugged competition in this league.
Well, and when you struggle offensively, there's more pressure put on pitchers. And when the pitchers are, you know, having moments of where they're walking too many hitters and all the things, it sometimes doesn't work. You need to be able to kind of eliminate that part when it comes to being in the circle.
That's line down the line, but fading. That's foul. You know, and Lawson was candid earlier today when discussing, look, we understand the slide that we're on in league play. This is still a group that is grinding, is resilient, and that is showing up. And that is worth acknowledging. 2-2. Wave and a miss, and Brisky's got her 5th punch out. 2 gone.
A really nice pitch by Brisky. Look at that downward rotation. That's a really tough pitch. Hard wiggle downtown. That's so good.
Carissa Hamilton in the box. Fouls that one away. Hamilton, 4-year player and a 3-year starter. Today, her 200th game as a Wildcat. Very impressive. She's broken out, hitting a career best 340. Well, let me tee up for this partner what's been most impressive about Brisky's outing so far today.
I think she does such a good job with, like, the way that her pitches vertically are so different, right? She gets that separation and she makes it really hard. And Lance McMahon, the pitching coach, he's one of the best in the game. I really believe that, and his games that he calls and his confidence in his pitchers. But
my odd sequence. The catcher that time, Giles, was looking to throw down to second. Lost the grip of it. And so Kentucky has a runner in scoring position.
But I think she goes up and she goes down well. And when she can really command that, sprinkle in her changeup, Brisky really is. She's tough throwing it at 70.
6 shutout innings for Brisky. He's got 5 strikeouts to boot.
these longtime rivals, Texas and Oklahoma State.
We don't let anything stop us.
They're no longer in the conference together, but this is huge resume building time.
We're a very, very talented team.
Great game coming up next Wednesday, 8 Eastern, ESPN 2. So here we are, bottom of the 6th inning. Alabama leads 6-zip. And they're trying to get this series against Kentucky started on good footing. They're in great position. Remember, when we are done here, we will send you to Arkansas and Oklahoma. You will see the conclusion of that game coming up after this one. So how about this? We got the number 1 and number 2 teams in America back-to-back on our airwaves here this Friday night. Marley Giles, the number 4 hitter, takes that one to begin this 6th inning. Abby Hammond, that's the freshman starter in the circle. Great year for Giles, has hit better than 400, and that 2-run blast in the 3rd put her team ahead at the time, 3-zip. So a big game unfolding in Norman, by the way. Arkansas took a 4-0 lead in that game until Isabella Emmerling's grand slam has tied things up at 4 apiece. So we will get you to that one when we are done here.
As well as hit a homer?
She has not. Little known fact about Oklahoma.
Tell me.
Yeah, they hit dingers.
Yeah.
It's a story that has not quite gotten a lot of coverage this year. Kendall Wells has not gone deep yet. You know you're a great hitter when the disclaimer, we're alerting folks when you haven't gone deep.
Yeah, I mean, over 60% of her hits, 63% have gone for home runs.
Boy, nice piece of hitting that time by Giles. Waited on that pitch and knocked it right back into center field. Leadoff single for Alabama.
And a really good job by Marley Giles. It's a changeup. You see the spin out of the hand. I love that tight camera, and she just not fooled whatsoever. Weight stays kind of neutral throughout. Hits it right back up the middle. But I want to go back, and
yeah,
I know,
let's do it.
I know Kendall Wells, 32 home runs, but I don't want to forget about Megan Grant. Megan Grant has 30 home runs for the Bruins. Like, there's a chance she
right
could make a
her.
run too. She is Hannah Wells one of the best hitters to have taken the world by storm. It's almost like Lauren Chamberlain and Jocelyn Allo, like, combined. But I want to make sure that I give that senior some love. And Megan Grant has been so fun to watch, too, over her career. So she has 30 home runs. And Jordan Woolry as well with 26. Those are the top 3 right now, making a push to try to beat that Laura Espinoza, 37 home runs. And I think it's going to get beat this year.
Yeah,
I do.
mean, they're really tracking towards it. You know, we have, relatively speaking, a whole lot of softball left in this season. Jenna Young, number 5 hitter at the plate. She's been on base 3 times today. Well, UCLA started the week 37-5. So they, too, with that potent duo, is having a wonderful season. That has been a very entertaining home run race that we have watched unfold to this point. Between Wells, Grant, as you mentioned.
And I still remember calling that South Carolina UCLA Super Regional, where UCLA was a pitch away from their season being done. 2 outs, and Jordan Woolry stepped up and forced that game 3. And it just, I mean, it gets me excited for the postseason. Before you know it, it's here. And then the selection show, I still get nervous for the selection show. Almost like it brings me back to when I was an athlete. Because there's always the most random things that happens of, you know, I remember when Minnesota, they thought were going to be the #1 seed, and they sent them to Bama. And in, what was it, 2017, 2018, Sarah Gronewagen. So, you know, the postseason, there's nothing like it.
I'm going to call it mayhem. That's just classic mayhem for you. Alabama, 39-4.
They've won their, this is how difficult this feat is, by the way. They've won their first 5 SEC series. Last time that happened was 15 years ago for the program. That just does not happen that often in this league in particular. And Audrey Vandegrift is getting ready to hit here. So all of a sudden, Alabama, the dam is it going to break here in the 6th inning? They've got 2 on, nobody out against Hammond. Again, this freshman she's done some good things today, just facing quite simply one of the better teams in the nation to this point.
Well, and Kevin, it's just the walks. They issued 8 walks. Like, that's what it comes down to, right? Like, the free passes to solid hitters.
Swing. This one is drilled in the air. It's got some flight out to the wall. It's gone! A walk-off run rule triggering blast for Vandegrift, and you can put game 1 in the books.
Vandegrift trending upwards. She had her 5th home run of the season against Sanford on Tuesday, and she had moved down to that 6th spot. And I love it. There's less pressure on her. You can tell she's playing and swinging so free. And there's nothing like a walk-off at home.
And so Alabama blasts 4 homers tonight. You know, they've only played what was tonight their 44th game. Half of their games they have logged 2 or more homers. Shows you just the prowess of this offense. Brisky is going to get credit for another complete game shutout win. That's her 2nd in her last 3 outings. So it's a 4-hit shutout for the Tide. And here's the one that closed the door.
And Murphy said it. He said it's just going to take 1 solid swing for her to just lock in. And he thought it was going to be that Sanford homer, and it just carries over today. And maybe that's just like the extra push that someone like Vandegrift needs to just propel into the back half of season. And you just see it. The ladies are fired up. Another run rule for Alabama. Must feel so good.
They'll be back at it tomorrow, 1:30 local time, game 2 between Bama and Kentucky. So Patrick Murphy's team a winner again tonight. They make it 6 in a row in league play and now 40-4 overall. That does it for us in Tuscaloosa. For Danielle Laurie and the crew, I'm Kevin Fitzgerald saying goodbye. Coming up next, it's Arkansas and Oklahoma. With Amanda Scarborough, here's Matt Schumacher.